Hey guys, I'm Mike Long for TravelCostaRicaNow.com. Johnny got in an accident. He got rear-ended, and he wants to tell you what you need to do and what you shouldn't do or whatever if you ever get in an accident in Costa Rica. I just wanted to be close with the audience.
I don't need your teeth all up in the camera all the time. It's okay. They're
Damn.
great.
Yeah, I think it's true.
Yeah, so we're going to talk to him about that in a minute. Hey guys, I'm Mike Allen from TravelCostaRicaNow.com. TravelCostaRicaNow.com is a travel agency, so go to TravelCostaRicaNow.com. Fill out the 4-minute form. You'd be that much closer to the vacation of a lifetime. We're like you, having best friends who live in Costa Rica, who know Costa Rica, totally hooking up your Costa Rica vacation. YouTube doesn't care if you subscribe. I do. It helps me out a lot. It helps us out a lot. But if you want to see the videos as we put them up, when we put them up, you got to hit the notification bell. Hey, if you appreciate the videos, go to our website, TravelCostaRicaNow.com, hit the donate button, and maybe D'Angelo can run his lights for one more month. That's all we're asking.
Just one more month.
Yeah, one more month. Okay. All right, do you guys know Johnny? He's the one doing the retirement community, not too far from here, but he's also our medical and dental tourism guy. So if you need the whole liposuction, dental implants and veneers and hip replacement and breast augmentation, go to our website, TravelCostaRicaNow.com. Scroll down, fill out a quick form, comes to me, shoots over to him if you need that kind of help with in the tourism thing. But that's not what we're talking about today. He did get in an accident, and he thinks it's important enough for you to know what's going on with him and how he's kind of been treated a little bit.
Yeah.
I think you might need a hug after this.
I might need a hug.
Yeah.
I definitely need a hug.
All right, so let's tell him. So your accident was about a while back, actually.
2 months.
2 months ago. All right, so just quickly, the accident.
Oh, the accident. I got rear-ended. I was at a stop. I got rear-ended. The guy was going too fast, hit, and
Hit your nice van, your nice insurance.
I haven't had a vehicle for the past 2.5 months now.
Now, I think the most important thing is about what you say. So this applies to you if you're ever in Costa Rica, whether you are in a rental car, your own car. Here's what you have to do when you get in an accident.
Once you get out of your vehicle, there's inside the vehicle, there's a vest that you have to put on. It's a vest.
That orange.
The orange.
Construction looking.
Yeah, construction looking. Yes. That construction looking one. Look, see it. You put it on. You have to have that on at all times. Do not move your vehicle. Again.
Do not move your vehicle. It doesn't matter if there is 1,000 miles of cars behind you and in front of you. Do not move your car.
The reason you don't move your car is because once you call 911, if you have a cell phone at the time, you have to wait for, in U.S. terms or anywhere, the adjuster. The adjuster for the person that hit you, if they have insurance, and your own adjuster, and also the traffic cop.
So you're calling an adjuster's your insurance person?
My insurance person that comes out, sees a vehicle on site that moment, that day.
And that's yours, but there's also another one.
The other one that also has to see your vehicle, which is the person that hit you, as long as they have insurance, they also see it.
And a police officer.
And a police officer.
So in your case, how long did that take for all to come together?
Oh, it only took 4 hours.
So you were, really?
4 hours.
And you can't move your car.
And I can't move the car.
Can't move the car. Now, what if the other person was to move theirs? Does it burn them, or does it burn both of you?
It could burn both of us, but it burns them first before you.
Because you didn't move, and obviously it makes them look like they're guilty anyway, right? Kind of thing. All right, so they come out, they take the reports, is there anything on the reports that you should be watching?
Yes.
Or
they give you it's called a boleta, which is a ticket.
Say one more time.
Boleta.
Boleta.
Which is a traffic ticket. You take this ticket, if you have to appear the next day or within 24 hours to where the courthouse that you're assigned to. So in my case, I'm between two courthouses.
They assigned it at the accident site?
To which courthouse you have to go to. You have to appear to that courthouse and make your statement.
This is regardless if you're in the right or in the wrong.
Whether
both people have to do this.
Both people have to do this.
All right. So Okay.
So when you get there, if you both agree that if the other person agrees that they were in the wrong, they report it that way, the case is over. In my case, he felt that he shouldn't be liable, that we both should be liable.
He rear-ended you.
Yes.
In the United States, you rear-end somebody, you're in the wrong. I don't know if it's here, but
Here it's the same way. If you rear-end somebody, you're in the wrong. And if you're following too close, that means you weren't keeping a safe distance.
Right.
So he's done anyway.
he's just trying to throw some shit at the wall, hoping something sticks and maybe I can get out of this a little bit.
Hopefully. But the shit that he's trying to throw over there also going to cost him 6 points on his license, because if he would have agreed to taking this, not taking the court's time, they take away 6 points off of his license because of that.
Admitting fault.
Admitting fault, basically. Yeah, if you admit fault. Now, since he didn't agree, and we're waiting for the ruling, now you have to go through your own insurance, like I'm going through my insurance, to get the car fixed.
Let's just go back 1 second. Do you know what the laws would be? Because some people watching this might just be having a rental car. Are they calling?
They're same thing.
They're calling
same
the
process.
but they're still what?
But they're calling the rental place instead of, and the rental place has to make a statement and do all this. But by all means, take the insurance, because they will stick you.
Right, a lot.
A lot.
All right, so you had insurance.
I have insurance.
Did the other guy?
Yes.
All right, so so since you're venting a little bit today, what's going on since that happened 2 months ago?
Well, the insurance company, we won't mention any names today,
All right.
but I have to find used parts to fix the vehicle, because it's after a certain year.
Wait a minute, you have to find it?
Well, the guy that's fixing them, the shop that's fixing them, has to find used parts, because they don't want to pay for new parts, because a certain year is passed. So when you guys buy a used vehicle here, know that this doesn't apply to the older vehicles. There's a range that they say, I won't buy any new parts. I'll try to find them used first.
Your van's not that old, is it?
No, it's not that old.
So that's weird.
Yes. So just know that when you do something like that, you're taking on this. Now, but Mike, today after 2.5 months, I got my letter. You know what? We're going to pay this. And what the letter says is that if you agree on this, and we're not giving you any more money, but I haven't.
But how would you know if it's the right amount? You know what?
That's the beautiful about it. I get to go to the body shop and say, will you fix my car fully for this amount?
Well,
because they did.
what do you pay for insurance for? What does the insurance company actually do? Now, would you call this a normal process? Have you heard these issues before?
This is a normal process.
Do you think it's an exception that they're just treating? I mean, you are Tico basically, so if they treat you like that, how are they going to treat me?
They'll treat you really nice. No, I'm sharing this so when you have an accident, you take care of these things in this order, or else you can end up owing all this on your own.
So if you was to say, yes, I accept that money, you have to either hope that a body shop can do it for that, won't they always say yes to that and then kind of burn you? Well, we thought it was going to be that, but this fender was worse than we thought. And
It could happen. Even though the body shop is the one that did the revision of the vehicle.
Like the estimate?
They did the estimate initially. So technically, yes, they're supposed to do it. But again, Mike, is the first time I've got an accident here. But this experience of, and I'll mention one other thing. I also had insurance to get a rental car. But the insurance for the rental car.
So like if you got an accident, you got a car.
Yes. The insurance in the rental car only applies to the days that they take, the amount of days that they take to fix the car. So these 2.5 months don't apply to that. So it only applies
when you take your car in?
When I take my car in, the amount of days they take to work on the car is what I get for that rental car that I've been paying a policy for.
Now, is this just a crappy insurance company you went to? You know what I mean?
No.
No, I'm just saying. Or is this normal?
This is normal. This is full coverage that I have.
You might want to relook at your shit, dude.
Yes. Yeah.
So what are you going to do? Are you going to say, yeah, I can take that amount?
No, I'm going to go to the insurance, the body shop, and have them sign that they agree that my vehicle will be in 100% for that, and then I would agree on signing that off, but not until then.
Good Lord, if you don't really speak very good Spanish and you're living here and you get in an accident as an expat, kind of can speak a little Spanish, you could really kind of get screwed on this a little bit.
Yeah, I suggest you get a second car.
It almost sounds like you need a lawyer on this stuff.
Yeah.
Which kind of defeats the whole purpose of everything, but to protect your
interests. That's why, even though I have lawyers this is still a process that everybody goes through, because you can't sue them until this process ends. So this process.
Wait, sue who?
If I didn't agree with the insurance company and I can sue them at this point because they're not complying with what I'm asking for to fix the vehicle. Because they can also do, Mike, is they can say, if they can't find a used part for this car, they can say, here's the money that we'd give for that used part, and go figure it out.
Yeah, and you pay for insurance. See,
Yes.
That's where I'm losing it all. It's like, what are they even doing? Where's your money going?
Yeah, it's
for used parts.
Right.
And too much legwork.
Yes, and no car for 2.5 months.
All right, man. So we wanted to just, this is food for thought to think about. Hopefully you guys will never get in an accident. But if you do, again, A, don't move your car. B, if you don't speak Spanish very well, you might want to get somebody to help you walk through this process a little bit so you don't get misguided into a direction. You might be signing something where...
Yeah. The thing that the gentleman that I crashed, he wanted me to write, admittingly, that I had a fault in this. Don't ever do that.
Well, why would you? Yeah.
What he thought, you take care of your stuff, we take care of mine. Because that's one of the first questions that they ask you at the courthouse. Do you admit fault on this? Obviously, you always say no. Because what that means is...
Well, no, but you said if you did do fault, then
you're okay. If he does, because he hit you. But I'm saying that if you say that while you're interviewing with them, then your case is lost.
All right, well, it's good to know. I hope you get your van back. You were going to get a new one, though, weren't you?
Yeah.
Technically?
I was technically about to trade it in.
Now you're probably going to have to run this one for another 2 years.
At least.
All right, guys, so just something to think about. We just like to put out information so you have it in the back of your head if these things happen to you. That's it. Johnny, thank you for your little story. It was good luck with that, by the way.
Take care.
Anyway, guys, I'm Michael Allen. This is Johnny, TravelCostaRicaNow.com. Things are going to pop up if you're thinking about living or traveling anywhere. Always do your homework and research. And if it's Costa Rica, my videos are videos because people don't tell you stuff like this. Ciao.